following is an unpaid preview for a game seeking funding on Kickstarter. The product seen here is a work in progress and is subject to change during the duration of the project. Hello everyone, I'm Ferdinand the Garbage Stacker, and welcome to the Kickstarter preview to Kicking Class from RAAM Games. This is a dice game of where you get to play these high schoolers and try to do well in high school. So let's go ahead and take a quick look in this game and give my thoughts at the end. Kicking Class is a dice game where you, a high school student, begin as a freshman to hopefully be the best among your peers by earning the most scholarship points when graduation comes. Every player chooses one of the students, collecting their player board and placing their popularity and score markers on the board. Each student is different and have unique abilities. You also start off with a pair of parents, which determines your starting dice, tokens, and may even give you a special action. The high school has a trimester each year. The player will take a class. However, there's a limited number of classes to take, so the student with the most popularity will get to pick first. There are different decks for each school year, and so the classes will be different for freshman, sophomore, and so on. A set of classes will be drawn for each trimester, and the students can pick up an available face-up class or take their chances on a face-down class. Each class is different and get more difficult for each preceding year. In order to pass a class, the student needs to pass the class's objective. This may be rolling above a certain number, below it, rolling pairs, rolling just even or odds, and many others. If you fail, you must take a failure card which will hinder your progress most of the time. Picking the right class will certainly help. The colored dice that matches up with the same class you're taking can be re-rolled once so you can get a better number. If you do pass, you keep the class card. This will count for points at the end of the game, and rewards may be given either for more dice, special tokens, or to help with future classes. At the end of each year is, of course, summer. There are a number of things the students can do. They can hang out to increase their popularity, get a job to draw an action card, which help the students out, and attend summer school to catch up in studies. The students can also take the ACT. By doing well on it, they can earn a large quantity of scholarship points. To enter the test, you need to collect Apple tokens from classes. Once they collected 3, they earn the right to take the test. Only 6 dice are rolled, though the player may manipulate them and add to their score with pencil tokens they earned. The higher the ACT score, the more scholarship points given. At the end of senior year, the students will add all their scholarship points. These points are counted from the number of classes they pass, how high they are in popularity, the most will even receive extra points, taking the ACT, and some scholarship tokens. The student with the most points wins. So that was just a brief overview of Kicking Class. So here are my impressions of the game. First of all, it is a dice game about risk and reward and a little bit of probability as you're going through picking what classes. It's all about picking those classes and seeing if that works best for you. So you may look at a class like, oh, this will give me this different colored dice, or this will maybe help me in future classes of this type. So sometimes you want to take a big risk on some of the cards in the game because they might give you a reward that you want. So some of them will give you an ACT token so you can take the ACT test during the summer, or it may give you different dice so it increases your flexibility of taking different classes. And the color dice does mean a lot in the game as you are looking at the classes. Depending on which kind of dice there are, that's what you can get to reroll and perhaps even pass the class even better. If you don't kind of make yourself flexible in that way, you might put yourself in the corner and you might be behind. And I do find this very fascinating because I think it does really relate to the theme of that, because you can take this class, you may know that it's going to be something's going to be hard to take, or you may not pass, and passing's really bad in the game, and because it will put you behind, and you may have to take summer school, and you don't want to take summer school because there are a lot of nice things you can do during the summer, either gaining classes or gaining popularity. and so that you can always push yourself forward for there. So, it is a game about risk and reward. While most of the cards are about dice manipulation, where you can get to either flip dice, add or subtract numbers, you can also use the cards in your own way against the other players, pushing them back in popularity so you can get cards first. And I don't know why, but one of my favorite parts in the game is summer break. There's a lot of things you can do. Summer break is kind of more of a relaxing point between each school year, so you can either get a job to get more action cards, you can raise your popularity, you can take the act, which is very important. I think if you don't take the act, it's going to be fairly hard to win the game, but one of the things you have to focus on is trying to get those Apple tokens with those classes and soon take the act itself. So my final impressions of Kicking Class is that I think it's a very interesting game by having the players think about their choices and even the way that the dice are scored and used. So an excellent game and one I recommend. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos on board and card games. This is the Cardboard Stacker, and remember to keep on stacking games.